GI Joe leaks are flooding the streets of California, and Eternia has landed. So join us as we recap the amazing toy news of the week right now on Toy Habits Live. And before we go live, smash that like button, turn on notifications, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss a beat. Hey everyone, welcome back to Toy Habits. I'm Michael.
And I'm the Toy Sorceress, and you're watching Toy Habits Live. Michael, it's been an incredible week. And you know, I thought 2 days ago we had this weekend show all lined up, and lots happened in 2 days.
Yeah, the news was just coming in droves towards the end of the week. There was a lot, which is great. Plus, we were out last weekend, so we have a tiny bit of stuff to catch up on, but mostly it's all new great stuff from this week, huh?
Absolutely. I mean, how much better can you get than freaking people getting their Eternia playsets? That is like the biggest news we can dream of, right?
It was like shock. People were like DMing me their shipping notifications, and then I think I'm on the naughty list with Mattel, and so of course I don't have a shipping notification. And then also it takes what, like 7 to 10 days for stuff to make it out here anyway. So I'm like, we'll just watch one.
And I didn't get my shipping notification either. And when I bothered to go check on it, I noticed, oh, gee, they still have my address from my old house, because I didn't realize, you know, I never changed it. We ordered this thing 1 year and 4 months ago. So thank God I intercepted it and got my address updated. Luckily for me, they were slow in getting mine shipped out. So if not, I'd have to go knock on the new owner's house.
I'd be like, ooh, I got an Eternia. Sweet.
Yeah. Wait, that's mine.
Wait, who's this Toy Sorceress person?
Exactly. Who is this, and why do they have a giant box?
I know, right? Oh my gosh, is it raining like terribly in your area too?
Oh, it's pouring rain, and I've spent the afternoon and all day yesterday actually getting my new toy room ready, because my shelves are going up. I'm almost done getting all the shelving up, and that's why you see me in a different space. I'm in just one of the other rooms in my house because I could not even access my desk. It's covered in boxes right now. I had to shove everything out of the way to put all the shelves up at the wall.
That's
but I'm really excited because I'm so close to starting to unpack my collection.
Yay! Yeah, because you have a kick-ass collection and like all the stuff that just everyone can feast their eyes on. So I'm excited for you to deck out your space.
Yeah, and I'm hoping once I get it all set up, maybe I'll do a toy room tour. It'll be my first video myself, and maybe you can teach me to
of course. Yeah, that would be really fun. Yeah, I got some good news on my new work / pleasure room. Oh wait, that didn't come out right. My office. Let's call it my office. So construction will be starting on. Yes, my office. Construction will be starting February 12th. So I'm excited about that. So I'll be moving into a new space, but it's probably going to look very similar background. So might not be a huge change for me.
Oh, well, you know what? We're going to get creative, and I think you're going to revamp how you got all your stuff displayed, because once you see how I did mine, I'm hoping to be the influence that I am on you, and then maybe you'll think of a new setup if you want to. But your setup's great as it is.
Yeah.
It's always fun to change it around, right?
Oh yeah, I think I will. Yeah, I think I'll make it like modular, maybe put up some stuff that I got for the week in one. Maybe, I have an idea. We could put up have a shelf just for like pickups of the week, and they can put them there.
Oh, that's a great idea, actually. And FYI, it's really hard to get white Billy bookcases from IKEA. Like, they sell out like instantaneously, apparently.
Yeah.
I had a heck of a time getting mine.
Yes. And yes, Brennan, the hot tub clearly goes to the pleasure room. Of course.
There you go. And speaking of, why don't we check in and see who's all here in the chat? Say hello to everybody. Awesome. We got Robert Alessandrini, one of our crew members in the house. Stanley's Toy Channel is also here, another awesome crew member. Delaxian, Messing of Dorlaxian is here as well.
It's just Dor, right? Remember?
Awesome crew member. It is Toy Habits time. Joe Coleman is here as well. Good to see you, Joe. Mint with Car is joining us. Crew member Joe Ryan Cole is here. Rob 2023 crew member is also in the house. Crew member Clint Jorgensen is here. Gosh, we have so many crew members. Crew member Joshua Robbins is also here. Crew member Brennan Barnes is joining us as well. Crew member Payne's Toy Sample is here as well. JMax77. Crew member Dan Diego is here too. We got Hega Nedum, and I'm not going to mess up your last name. So Hega, good to see you. The Toys of Time Gone By. Crew member Giraffe is also here. Awesome. Crew member Neil Hunter Hyde, good to see you. We've been hanging out on a lot of streams with Neil in the chat the last couple days. Crew member Frank Pryor is also here. Crew member and awesome friend of the channel, the very one and only the Baroness of Toys is joining us. Good to see you, Baroness. Alex Valdez is also here. Stephen Leahy, Dave Chanelli, and Gregory Sesma. And I think I caught up with everyone. Oh, and a big congratulations to Payne's Toy Samples for being a member for 10 months. And also, I gotta give a shout out. Black Phoenix 77 is here, and our good friends from Geek the F Out. I'm gonna give a huge shout out to Lucha Johnny, because Lucha Johnny has gotten his Eternia and was nice enough to send us photos, and we are actually putting together on that, and that'll get published tomorrow. Johnny, thank you so much for sending those awesome photos. We might take a little preview of it tonight.
Yeah.
And also a big shout out to Joshua Robbins for being a crew member for 3 months. Good to see everybody. Oh, and here we go. Allison Troy, congratulations. Another crew member for 10 months.
10 months.
Good to see you. A few more people popped in. Michael Herrera is here. Thomas Bion Carsora is here. Michael Herrera is also joining us. And I think I already said hi to Stanley's Toy Channel crew member. If I didn't, good to see you again. I think that's everybody. And now I'm out of breath.
I know, right?
We have an awesome crew here. Everyone's excited for this episode.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, speaking of awesome crew, let's say hello to the crew. And we are warming up the hot tub for the addicts, and we'll jump on Discord after this stream. So yeah, if you're interested in checking that out, go to our channel's homepage and click join, and you can see how to support Toy Habits and be part of the crew, which is so much fun. But wow, we have a lot of new crew members to introduce. We have Joe, Cowabunga Dude, Eric, Cora, Craig, Rabbit, MOTU D, Shannon, Pedro. Welcome to the crew. You guys are all in great company. That is freaking awesome. The crew keeps growing. It's been such a fun week. Frankie, good to see you again. Let's go. We both actually got to be guests on Geek the F Out this week with Kayla and Johnny, and it was a lot of fun talking Revolution. We had Nate on there, that's an incredible artist, and what's the gentleman's name that's the executive producer? Oh, Ted. Oh, gosh. Teddy. Teddy. Yeah, Ted. I'm so sorry. I think it's Pacelli. Teddy, of course. Yes. Yes, the executive producer of Revolution, which was an incredible experience. And thank you to both Kayla and Johnny for allowing me to take part of that. That was so much fun. And both of them are such nice guys, Teddy and Nate. It was really, really cool. Thank you. I know sometimes when you're on the air, the brain just, shuts off for a second. You forget the simplest thing. I know the chat's like, everyone's around me. It's Ted. I know it's Ted. Yeah. I'm so jelly that you got to be on with both of them. But I watched the whole thing, and they are amazing people, and just amazing people to share their gifts with the world and everyone. So it's so freaking cool. Yeah. They are very awesome. I was coming back from work, and I unfortunately had to join a little bit late, but it was still, the time I did spend with them was a lot of fun because they are really nice guys. That is
So anyway,
awesome.
let's go ahead and just jump into the news.
We are going to jump into it. And speaking of Geek the F Out, their YouTube channel, Lucha Johnny and Silver K, did an amazing live unboxing on their channel yesterday. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It was an epic unboxing for an epic playset. So if you don't know about Geek the F Out, they cover, of course, all things geeky, from TV shows, movies to toys. They do watches and rewatches and discussions, and have ongoing Trek retrek shows that they do, which is super fun.
Yeah,
But
they
holy
are
cow,
really
like, yeah, it's so great that, I mean, it's all the folks on the East Coast that get treated to all this stuff first, which is awesome. And so kudos to Geek the F Out for getting an unboxing just out and for everyone to see, which was so amazing.
Absolutely. Like I watched that last night, and it was so cool to hear both of their reactions as they were opening the different pieces. And like, you know, Johnny, when he pulled out the like billion pages of stickers, and it was like, oh my god, we got to put all of these on. It was hilarious. I'm not looking forward to that.
Oh no, I still have PTSD from like applying stickers just way wrong and messing the stickers up from when I was a kid. So like, I don't touch these stickers, or I just have somebody else do it. I just don't trust myself.
You're gonna have to bring yours with you, and then you see me for
All
SDCC,
right.
and then I'll put the stickers on for you. You're not gonna
Thank
have your
you.
Eternia sticker list for the entire time. Sorry, I'm not gonna allow that to happen. I'll take care of it for
No.
you. Yeah,
Thank
I'm not a fan of having to put them on, but you know, I think I do a decent job. But it was like I think 2 ginormous pages of stickers. It's just so much, and the parts that are in there, the way the thing was boxed was
yeah.
incredible. The box was like 11 inches thick, and it had all these really cool like sub boxes with illustrations on it. I mean, I think Mattel did a bang up job at how they put this thing together.
They totally did. Yeah, this is a little preview to what Lucha Johnny sent. He sent me close to 50 pictures. And what I love about these pictures is you can tell just in natural light, nothing's in a light box, which is great. Like all the natural detail and just how the colors came out in this set. And just from these pics,
Yeah.
I am looking forward to mine just getting here, but it still hasn't shipped yet.
Oh yeah, mine either. But and I'm sure you're planning a proper space for it in your new office, right?
Oh yeah.
You got to
Yeah, we
get the
were
right size
talking.
table to fit
Yeah.
this thing.
We were talking tables. We weren't talking tables, ladders, and chairs like the WWE, just a tables match at the moment. So yeah, we need to find
There
the
you
right
go.
size for these ginormous things. Like Paternia.com posted a picture of, he has 2 kids. One of them, I think, is like, maybe it looks like 3 or 4. He could fit like in the length, like he just lay down in the box that it came in. I was like, wow. It's
That's
huge.
crazy. Oh my
It's
god! I know,
nuts.
like Johnny, I think put it standing up next to his refrigerator, and it was like half the height of his fridge,
Oh wow, that's
which
crazy.
is huge.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
I don't think anybody got the King Grayskull because I don't think it is
Mhm.
shipping with the set. I'm not sure if there's a space for it actually, because everything looked packed pretty tightly in there.
Yeah, I don't think it's shipping with it because it probably wouldn't make sense for them to make space in that incredible Tetris of a box where they put this all these really cool, you know, sub boxes in there. It's like sub Eternia. To fit King Grayskull in all of that packaging when only the early backers are getting King Grayskull. So
Right.
I think it made sense for them efficiently to send all of the Eternias out, all packed the exact same way, and then ship King Grayskull separately. Meaning King Grayskull is going to come on his very own awesome backing card, probably in a really cool box.
Yeah. Oh,
Makes that
interesting.
one there worthwhile.
Geek the F out. No, Grayskull was in the box. There was a space with an empty box where it seems like it could have fit. Okay, well,
Really?
let's see. Yeah, let's check. All right. So he says 4811 on our video. We cover where we think the figures could fit in the box. So I'm guessing Lucha Johnny, you were not an
Mm.
early backer and didn't get King Grayskull, but it seems like nobody got King Grayskull, even if they were an early backer. So if that was an oopsie, that's a big oopsie. Like, it's not like Super7 forgetting to
Yeah.
put like Mo's apron in the pack with him. This is a big oopsie.
So Johnny, can you confirm, were you not okay? So Johnny says no, he was not an early backer. So
okay.
that gives us hope. Have we heard from actual early backers confirming they haven't got King Grayskull yet, or we just think?
I haven't seen,
because if there was a space for it, then that's cool.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I haven't seen any pictures of King Grayskull whatsoever. And I mean, we're on Instagram like 24 hours a day. I would expect that to be like right on there.
Oh, wait. So Johnny says he was an early backer. Okay, I backed early. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm getting Grayskull. So I guess they are shipping them separately then, because maybe that empty space was for something else. I don't know. Maybe that empty space is like mocking us for where Kevlar was supposed to go.
Oh, right, Kevlar.
That was actually built in. Who knows how far along they did the packaging? Maybe it was built in for Kevlar if he funded, and then he didn't. So maybe they put an empty spot.
Yeah, I don't know. Dave says, any word on a release date and price? Is this wait? Is this for Eternia? Because that ship has sailed about 1 year and 4 months ago. So sorry, Dave. Yeah, it was a
crowdfunding project, Dave. Yeah. So if you didn't back it in October of 2022, unfortunately, you're gonna have to go to the aftermarket to get one of these. Sorry.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, that's always it always stings when you find that out and it's a surprise. So it's hoping that
that's kind
of giraffe R.I.P. Kevlar.
Yeah, well, he is shown on that black and white sketch on the back of the box. So maybe there's hope. Maybe they'll put Kevlar as a Mattel Creations exclusive. Who knows? That'd be pretty good.
Yeah. Bethany Moaty will be expensive, and actually I'm gonna flip over to Geek the F Out's Instagram channel, because they did a Moaty reel, and I just want to play that really quickly for everyone. I love Lucha Johnny turning the whatever that glass thing is. I love it. He's doing it the old school way.
You got the microwave like thing.
Yeah, I love it.
Awesome.
Yeah, Moaty looks awesome. I mean, it's such a cute and Powers of Grayskull, y'all. Come on, you called it.
The box is surprisingly smaller than what I thought. Like, I know Moaty's like a small figure, but somehow seeing them in like a full box, like I felt like it was like bigger or something. But then it's nice to see the scale with Johnny's hands there, because they covered it in all of this awesome artwork. And we haven't gotten to talk about this live on the air, Michael, but the freaking artwork that says Powers of Grayskull on it. When I saw that, and you sent me this early, as you know, we helped kind of leak the photos. Now that it's out there, it's out there. But when you sent them to me, Michael sent them to me on Slack, which is this like text messaging software, and they were loading up on my phone, and he's like, oh, you'll never guess what I got. And these blurry images started to come up on my phone, and as I saw them appear, like I lost my S. And I was in the car with my husband. I'm like, oh my God. He's like, what's wrong? And I was like, no shit. Like, Powers of Grayskull, are you kidding me? I'm sure like everybody out there, when they saw this packaging art, also probably had a similar reaction, because now we know for sure it's coming to the line.
Yeah.
We're probably going to get a full line of awesome figures.
Oh my gosh, that would be so amazing. Yes. And if you I think it was towards the end of the show that you did with Geek the F Out with Ted and Nate on it. Ted was showing off some really amazing Powers of Grayskull stuff. He has Megator and Titus in box. He has Wondar. I mean, this guy's collection is insane.
Ted was absolutely flexing. He's like, oh yeah, I got Moaty back here. Now that you already like leaked it, then I can show him off. And then Moaty was sitting next to freaking Megator and Titus, boxed, looking beautiful, and an absolutely perfect Wondar. Yeah, you're right.
I loved your reaction to that, because you're like, we helped leak it. I was like, whoa.
He's like, now that it's been leaked. I'm like, yeah, that was us.
Like we have been doing the leaking or the just spreading of information, let's call it.
Spreading of information. Yes, it did
Yeah.
not generate from us, but we just
Exactly.
got the word out.
Yes. Yes. But Moaty is awesome. And yeah, a lot of great MOTU stuff that is coming actually in February too. But before we do that, make sure you head over to Geek the F Out, give them a sub, and also check out their Instagram page. You know, they have a lot of great content. You can see Silver K is amazing. I love the way that she does her eye makeup. So I'm like right there. So cool. But they have a great show, great peeps. GTFO channel on Instagram. All right. Another cool thing that is coming. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Just a real quick note that Brennan made this comment, and I want to maybe corroborate some other information I got. Brennan said that he saw an article on Facebook that someone posted that people are getting emails that King Grayskull was due to ship 3/29. Now, when I called Mattel to update my address, they told me, "Oh, it hasn't shipped out yet because the ship date, the pre-order ship date, or I think they said the pre-order date shows March 29th." They said, which is very coincidental to what Brennan saw. So maybe there's something tied together that maybe that's when King Grayskull is actually shipping out. And now let's switch over to Rockon.
Yes. Before we do that, Daniel Heron coming with the heat. Soundtracks with Birdman. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Waiting on a Tiger Force Moaty repaint. So we're going to circle back to that one, Daniel, when we talk about GI Joe. But thank you, my friend. It's good to see you in the chat. Yes,
absolutely.
Rock on. We're finally getting some MOTU Origins love.
Thank goodness. You know, it's funny because we made such a big deal about it like 2 weeks ago. Like, Mattel, where's the MOTU Origins vintage? Like, maybe somebody out there was like watching us and was like, gee, you know, they're right. We got to get back on the train. People want this stuff because they got so distracted with the Turtles at Grayskull.
Oh my gosh, totally. Yeah. It's like, okay. Somebody's like, all right, maybe we'll release one of the figures. And actually Rockon is pictured on the Eternia box too. I think he's going up and down the elevator or something like that. So they're like, well, I guess we have to release him now.
I guess
but
the cat's out of the
I'm
bag.
excited because
saw him.
This will be the first what they're calling vintage Masters of the Universe Origins figure to come out on Mattel Creations, I guess, from them switching over from retail to Mattel Creations. So it'll be interesting to see, like, do they just do the regular standard cards that they've always done? Is there going to be a little something extra in there? I don't know.
I think it's probably going to be like the regular card back. And when I say that, like glued onto the regular card back, like all the regular rest of the figures are, but probably on the back of it, it'll probably have a full artwork like we kind of got with you know, like mini comic Manny faces or the other ones. But I know that one was an Amazon exclusive. You know, we also had like Space Sumo and those other ones. They were still $18 figures, but they had like full art on the back.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, and I guess too, like if they're going to be releasing them once a month, like there's probably not going to be like a wave designation, right? So there's no need for the cross sell. So I'm actually looking forward to see if there's going to be like full on art on the back, which is awesome.
I fully expect it.
Yes, and Rob 2023, yes, this is the first MOTU. This is back in the day when this got released in what, like 86, it was the first MOTU Transformers crossover unofficially. So hey, there's that.
Yeah, that is really cool. It's the only Transformer me and you are actually good at changing.
Right? Yes, and Daniel with the $2 super chat. Zorana gave me a Rockon the other day. I'm glad that she was able to get an early copy of the figure for you. So I'm so excited that you got that. But thank you for the super chat, my friend. Very cool.
We will go there, Daniel.
Yes. No, I think Silver K needs to be on here if we're gonna go anywhere with that. but that's
Absolutely.
hilarious. I love when he throws those in there. But super excited. This was a figure that was revealed at SDCC 2023, so it's been a long time. Like I think we were talking a few weeks ago. It's like it's been a while since we've seen these figures.
Like 9 months. It's been an awful long time.
Has it been that
So
long? Oh my gosh, I forgot.
it has. It has. It was July. And Baroness of Toys says transforming rockon is like crumbling a piece of paper in your hands. It's actually so true because all you do is you go like this. And he just transforms back into his rock.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
That's awesome.
Very cool. When will we get Stondar? Who knows? So yeah, I think it's interesting because Stondar and Rockon had individual, like they didn't share a lot of the parts, even though they are Transformers. So not sure when we'll get them. But I mean, we got Rockon, we got Stondar coming as well. So super excited about that.
Absolutely.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna circle back to one thing that I forgot to in the what came in the mini comic for
Eternia.
Yes, a teasing of a Queen Grayskull Osira. So this is a new character concept, Queen of King Grayskull, which is awesome. Can be made from Evil Lyn, and oh my gosh, the lion's head staff, so super cool.
Oh my god, I love that. I totally love that, and that it gives you vibes from when we were talking about the Revolution cartoon and Tila with her kind of lion's head new outfit that she had, and harkening back to the Central Tower of Eternia. So seeing a brand new character like this, that is really awesome, and it just kind of makes everything go full circle, and kind of where that came from. So love to see that.
Yeah,
that's
amazing. I'm wondering, like, could Osira been like a cool pack-in maybe for Eternia, maybe to get it over the hump from Keklar, right? Because when Hasbro does their HasLabs, they throw in like 4 or 5, 6 figures in their HasLabs, and it's like, let's, for the price, let's make it worth it, and maybe bring some new characters like Keklar in the line. But he is on the box, so there is hope for Keklar, maybe a different colored Keklar possibly coming. So there's always that.
I need to get a blue one. I like the blue one.
Because there is a red one. So yeah, you're gonna be breaking out your paint or something if you
there you go. That'd be awesome. But yeah, I mean, she definitely would have been something to excite fans. Brand new character, that has that incredible homage to the Central Tower, the lion's head. I love that on her staff, and it kind of ties together the whole lore. It would have been an awesome pack-in to get with King Grayskull, right? Because every king needs his queen.
Yes.
So she would have been awesome. So maybe she's something they came up with later on when they were writing the mini comic, and they didn't have her fleshed out or thought of yet when they were doing the crowdfund. It could be because it's been 16 months since we ordered this.
I always forget how long these crowdfunds take. And it's funny because I'd forgotten about Eternia, and it comes and goes in my mind like maybe once a month. And then when people started like sending me their shipping confirmations, I was like, oh yeah, Eternia.
For a split second when I looked back at my order information to see if I had updated my address or not, it said October on it. Like it said, order date October. And for some strange reason in my head, I thought October 2023. And I'm like, wait, we already closed escrow on the new house in October. Why the heck would I have used my old address? What was I thinking? And then I kept reading. I'm like, oh, 2022. I'm like, yes, of course, it's been over a year. I mean, time flew, right?
Yeah.
Since we ordered these. I can't believe it went so quickly.
Yes. Totally agree with you, Thanos Copter. Thank you for hovering overhead. Interesting, the staff is the cat, not the Zoar Havoc Ka combo like Tila as Tri-Sorceress. So maybe I think that staff, it's basically paying homage to the Central Tower. But I'm so looking forward if we're gonna be seeing that like Zoar Havoc and Ka combo. and Tila. Like
Yeah.
that one
Yeah.
in the Revolution series was awesome.
Absolutely. I really love that. But yeah, this
Yeah.
is an awesome character, and it's very cool that like they're expanding like the lore and the universe and the amount of characters that are related to it, and then tying in like all of this incredible heritage from Masters of the
Yeah.
Universe, and her being this homage to the Central Tower is like really really cool. So
Totally.
kudos to you, Mattel, and I hope they make her into an incredible new figure.
Oh, totally. Yes. And definitely agree with Allison Troy. We 100% need Osira. She's amazing. Yeah.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah, she would be
Yeah.
freaking awesome. Enough said. All right. All right. Anything else on Rockon before we actually close out the MOTU chat, because there was a ton of GI Joe news that dropped over the last few days too, and weeks.
Oh my gosh, I know. No, I'm super excited. I'm glad we got like the ball rolling again with the vintage
Yes.
figures. Like, I'm glad Mattel remembered about all us fans that we wanted to get these. So it just gives
Yeah.
us hope for Cyclone, and then like all the other ones coming. And
Extend our.
me and you have some other news we're going to be breaking next weekend for yet
Yes.
another really wanted figure about
Yeah.
a buck that could be reused. So we might get him soon. And I'm not going to say
Yeah.
any more.
You said too much. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yes. But yeah, I hope that they don't make us wait months and months and months and have just a single release every month. I mean, yes, it
Yeah.
gives us something to look forward to, but it's going to take a heck of a long time because we still have a bunch of figures left. I don't know if anyone in the chat knows how many figures we have to uh, finish the vintage MOTU Origins line, but it's still a good
Yeah.
count.
Yeah. I don't remember numerically how many it was. I mean, I know we've talked about it so many times on many other on articles, but there's a lot left. And there's a lot of them that are maybe ones that weren't produced but were offshoots of the vintage line, aka Powers of Grayskull Mattel. So you got to make those too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Unproduced
Yeah.
Hero and Eldor.
Right. Yeah, because I guess if we count those Powers of Grayskull figures in the vintage collection, because some
Yeah,
things were released
absolutely.
back then there's a lot more figures, a lot more characters.
Yeah, absolutely. So they've got a long way to go.
Yeah,
So much excitement.
yeah, there's a lot. Yeah. Oh, okay. Smetty says we have 15 more, which I guess that
Well,
makes sense with all
that
of those box art teases when that Eternia packaging was revealed. So yeah, that's
Mhm.
still like, yeah, I don't want this to be like a 15-month thing, but I'm guessing it might be because they have to produce
Yeah.
them, make the art, it's new tooling. So yeah, this is why Super 7's like lead time is so much, because they have like amazing sculpts,
Mhm.
not a ton of reuse in the tooling, and so maybe this is why the production process takes so long.
Absolutely. But it's funny that like Mattel has been incredibly good about cranking things out quickly. You know, we've seen leaks, we've seen stuff like announced, and then all of a sudden they start popping up a month or two later, which is awesome. Just like Wave 7 a couple years back for Origins, when I saw them on SDCC display, and then I had them in my hands 2 weeks later, which is how coincidentally me and Jay from GDL met. So, yeah, I mean, I don't put it past Mattel to be able to get this stuff out fairly quickly.
Oh, totally. Totally. Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
plus one Brennan Barnes. Your work is amazing, Kenzo, and I just want to feature just some of the stuff that Kenzo does in his workshop, and he also
Mhm.
just takes these really cool videos. So if you have not subscribed to his YouTube channel, go check it out. But this was like what, maybe a few days after the Revolution series
Mhm.
aired, and he made this Cosmic Enforcer Lynn figure, which if you haven't
Yeah.
watched the show, apologies, but you should have watched it by now. In the
Spoiler
last,
alert.
right. Yeah, just put the mic on mute for a second. But yeah, in the last scenes we see I guess Goodland now joining the Cosmic Legion or the Cosmic Enforcers.
Yeah,
of
I thought that was
MODAK. So
really awesome.
so
Turn of
cool.
events.
Yeah. So yeah, Kenzo does a lot of great work, and he also just casted and painted like all of the attachments that Trapjaw came with in the Filmation cartoon to fit on the cartoon collection Trapjaw, which is awesome. So like the fly swatter, all this other stuff, which is cool. So yes,
That's
go
so cool. I love
check
it.
him
And
out.
just want to say a big thanks and plus in Giraffe's super chat here. Thank you for the $5 super chat. And Giraffe says, if they do Powers of Grayskull on Mattel Creations, I hope they implement a subscription plan for figures and vehicles. I fear early sellouts. You know what, Giraffe? I think that's a really awesome idea so that everybody can get the figures that they want. And guarantee that it's not going to sell out, because if I don't get my hands on Hero whenever he's released, I will have a meltdown. Yeah, that's all I'll say.
That's crazy. Yeah, I wonder if the move over to Mattel Creations is I think they've realized that probably people buy more than one figure when it's from Mattel Creations, right? And so I think they are guaranteed to sell out, right?
Yes, absolutely. And then they always do sell out. There's a very small handful of figures that are still sitting in there, aka the He-Man Anniversary 4-pack, and I think that was more of a product of the high price than anything else. But pretty much all the rest of the exclusive figures have sold out fairly quickly.
Yeah. Question from Alex Valdez: do you think we'll get vehicles for Turtles of Grayskull? No clue. But
no clue. Playset maybe, but I don't know about vehicles.
Possibly a playset. If my memory is not failing me at the moment, I thought there was some picture floating around the internet of a Shredder slime pit, but then had to get uninterneted. So I'm not sure.
Yes.
Actually never saw it, which is rare for us.
And they've only teased it so many times, right? On all the artwork. So that's coming.
My God, Dave, what you gonna do when the powers of Grayskull run wild on you? Yes, love it. It's so funny because I started I was looking at the WWE Legends figures at Target, and I was like, these look cool. So I started buying a few now.
Oh man. Oh no. You know what? I do have a few of them, but just the really classic characters.
Yeah.
When I just pick and choose just very little of them. Every time I see a cool Ultimate Warrior, I have to pick him up.
Oh yeah, he was awesome. Kayla's power is out, which is not
power
good.
went out. Oh no. Is the weather that bad up there? Man.
It is. Yeah, it's dumb. There's a huge windstorm blowing through here too. I'm just looking out the window, and it's we have big oleander trees you would see on the middle of a freeway. They're just blowing sideways at the moment.
Oh my God. That is not good. Yeah, I'm glad I actually got my my area drain fixed yesterday just in time.
Oh, good.
For the storm.
Oh, the storm.
Because I was getting a foot of the house, so.
Everybody forgets to drive when it's wet out in California, and we all are babies about the rain. So I know everybody has who is not in California has to deal with other stuff like sleet and snow, but we're just babies here. So.
Which is much worse. Yeah.
We did. All right, let's shift gears and talk GI Joes. And this came out a couple weeks ago now. This is going back to January 21. And so Chaz the Guru is the guru of just anything GI Joe classified series. He's got the a beat on the news. There was a channel called it was called Dan Who Reviews, and he was interviewing Emily and Lenny, and Emily was saying that there's going to be 9 retro card back figures for 2024, and so we have which is so freaking cool. And so we have the lineup here. So we got some known figures, which will be Scarlet, Duke, and Recondo coming in April 2024. And then in August, these were only name-only reveals, and so we're using stand-ins, customizer stand-ins, you know, like Yojo, ARAH. We often feature Stronnox customs as well. Retro Snow Serpent, which I'm super excited about. I don't know about you.
Yep. I'm the one who kept complaining about how blue was his, you know, his web gear and his little fanny pack, because I'm like, it's too dark. It's not the color of the vintage one. Knowing in the back of my mind they eventually were going to release one on a retro card back, and here we are. So I'm super excited, and I'm gonna have to get a couple of them.
Oh, totally. Yeah, Charlie, I agree. Chaz is evidently the last guru standing. Hashtag the best around. Love it.
That is hilarious, and we won't go past
that. Yeah, so I'm excited about that because there's going to be some figure drops, which we'll go into in a little bit at the end of the month. But they did say that we are getting a regular Cobra Commander in the retro card back line, which is great for people that have missed out on the HasLab. You can get, you know, not the Mickey Mouse one, but it's going to be a cool Cobra Commander. It's going to be super classic, and it's going to be great.
That's awesome. And then it makes me feel bad that I paid aftermarket prices to get an extra one, because I just had to open him.
Yeah, well, you had to have that Mickey Mouse. Like, it's not the same. I think I did this in the early 2000s. I was like, I need the Mickey Mouse Cobra Commander, and back then they weren't super expensive, and so I bought one, resold it, bought one, sold it, bought one, sold it, and finally just sold one. I just have the regular one. I was like, I don't need the Mickey Mouse. But I'm like,
Michael, if you don't all know, has like a vintage GI Joe recycling center. I'm totally he just recycles his vintage figures.
Yes. Yeah, so there's 2 unknown figures that are coming in October 2024, but there's still a long list of name-only reveals, and I only bring this up because GI Joe Day apparently was February 1st, and Hasbro just started dropping these digital render reveals on their social media, and I was like, what the heck is going on? Because, you know, you and I were at work, and I forget it's GI Joe Day or like Pizza Day or Frisbee Day or whatever it is, and I was like, where are these coming from? And then I finally like put 2 and 2 together and go over to Hasbro Pulse's Instagram page, and I'm like, wow, holy crap. Was anyone surprised about this?
You're like, wait, there's another digital render reveal. Wait, there's another one. I'm like, what's going on today? Oh yeah, it's GI Joe Day.
Yeah. So
they dropped a lot on us.
They dropped a lot, but speaking of drops, if you go to our website and you check out this article, we do link to the drop zone on Entertainment Earth. And if you check out the drop zone, they have a figure drop on Leap Day. So we get an extra day in February this year, and people are taking advantage of it, which is awesome. So it says, we'd love to give you a clue about what's launching on Leap Day, but we told that this is classified. So that signifies GI Joe classified.
Yeah, absolutely. And I wanted to answer Paul's question. So I do think that the retro Cobra Commander will come with less accessories and the proper regular Cobra signal on them. But I do think he'll have less accessories. Why? Because the one for the HasLab has to be more special. It was exclusive. It was a more incredible pack-in and unlock for those who backed the project. And so they're going to have to do it at a more scaled back version of him for a retail release. And also just, you know, money wise to stay within the right, retail price.
Yeah, totally. And and he'll definitely have the proper sigil. So yeah, you're going to see that just regular Cobra sigil on Cobra Commander. So, I mean, that's how most of us grew up with him anyway. So it's only the special few that got the he was packed in that Sears. It was like a Sears set. Blanking on the name, but I think that's where a lot of the Mickey Mouse Cobra Commanders came from. So yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited about the 29th because I want to actually talk about some of the digital render reveals we saw.
Yeah.
on GI Joe Day. These were amazing.
We haven't got to talk about these since they dropped,
No,
so this is going to be the
no.
first time me and you actually are getting to sit down and talk about it because we've been so busy. So freaking, he looks awesome. I mean, I'm so
I
glad
know.
we're like rounding out the dreadnoks now.
Oh, totally. Totally. I was
Yeah.
super impressed with just like the way that they did the chains on the figure, like the chains on the wrist
Mm-hmm.
cuffs. I was like brilliant. You know, of course we'll have the chains going
Oh
under,
yeah.
you know, his like biker vest showing some chest. He's got chains on his belt,
I
chains on
know.
his hand. And these
And,
freaking
and look at the
fire.
mutton chops
Ooh,
on him. Like,
yeah,
it's
the mutton chop.
incredible. Right?
Yeah. If he's not a beefy
Yeah, but they did
boy,
an awesome job with Torch. I really like
he's got
him.
mutton chops.
Yeah. He does. And look at those huge flame effects. I mean, and he's got like a gas can on his backpack with
Yeah.
a skull and crossbones, it looks like, on it.
Yep.
So it's like, just stay out of his way because he's just gonna like torch anything that gets in front of him. Right.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally, Dan. Yes, winner of all reveals. I totally agree. I probably should have
Mhm.
saved this one for last, but I didn't. But also like the flame
He was great.
tattoos on his arms, like oh my gosh, I just realized that he has like a dog collar on too. Like, jeez, there's so many details
Oh
on
my
here.
god, yeah, he does. And do you think that his sunglasses are going to be removable like they did on
Ooh.
Buzzer and Ripper? Because the thing is that, I mean, it's cool that they can take their sunglasses off and you can actually see their face underneath, but they don't stay on very well. So I don't know what
No.
your thoughts are about that. Sometimes I
I would
just
like
think it's better to just have them molded on.
I agree. Like, yes, I want the ability to take them off, but like who's kidding ourselves? Like he's not gonna look the same, right? It's like
I
Ripper
know.
with that crazy head sculpt just does not look like Ripper without his shade.
It doesn't, and he has like crazy eyes. It's like,
Yeah.
I mean, they did an awesome job on him, but he needs his sunglasses, and it's just like it's pretty awesome. Um, sorry, the Baroness of Toys. We absolutely need Monkey Wrench and Xandar. I'm like super stoked to get Xandar. I think wasn't he already a name only reveal last time around?
Yeah, he's on the
Mm-hmm.
name only list, so it's just a matter of
It's
time
just
for
it's
that.
a matter of
So
time, Baroness. Xandar's on his
was
way.
I forget, was he also a color changing figure in the vintage line? I'm completely blanking on that. I know Zartan
Yeah.
was. I forget if his brother and sister were also
Yeah,
color changing.
Xandar, Zarana, and Zartan were all color changing.
All right. So
Hmm.
that'd be cool. Like, yeah, think
Yeah,
of
and
exclusives
so
down the line too. Yeah.
yeah, and the funny thing is that they constructed the vintage figures differently because of that reason, I think. And if you ever get one that needs an O-ring changed on it, good luck because the thing is like fused together shut. You have to literally like cut him in half
Oh
to
wow.
be able to change
Okay.
O-rings on the figure.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Clint.
know because I had to do it, and I was like, "What's wrong with this thing? Why isn't it pulling apart?" Little did I know.
Right. Oh yeah, yeah. Those are hard. Clint, they
Mhm.
should have made Torch's weapon an actual flame that will start your barbecue or light your birthday candles. Yes, that's awesome. They totally should have. But like, I mean, check out his flame. It's like a dreadnought symbol
Mhm.
with like fire coming out of it, which I think
Wow.
that it looks like maybe at the skull at the bottom. But I love like the Nox
Yeah.
rule. There's like I'm sure he's cataloged some kills with his flamethrower. We're seeing that tubing that's being reused from like barbecue and the
Mhm.
Televiper. But yeah, Torch
Yep.
definitely stole the show on GI Joe Day.
Absolutely. I think he's great. But there's actually another figure I think that blew my mind and stole the show, but we'll jump to that
Well,
too.
well,
Comes with a
well,
couple
tell us
parts.
so I know where they are. So
Right?
let's
Why don't we just hop into freaking Nagahide because he comes with, of course, his pet boar, but he has a freaking monkey with him. How cool is that? I mean, they
yeah.
packed in a monkey too.
Oh, totally. Totally. Oh my God, Paul, yes, the attention to detail on the classified figures, yes, it's like that chef's kiss, whatever you want to call it, is amazing. Yes, the monkey, Holy crap. It's so freaking cool. Yeah, it's
It's
like
really
his
cool.
back out too is like a mix of low light and
Mm-hmm.
like shadow tracker with all of the stuff that he comes
Mm-hmm.
with.
Yeah, he's awesome. Naga was always one of my favorite figures as a kid, and I always remember having this one. Always loved the vintage O-ring figure of him, and I was like, when the heck are we gonna get one in classified? Like,
Yeah.
he's so cool. He has a cute little boar and like all this awesome accessories. Like, we need to get him in classified because like everyone needs like Crocodile Dundee, wearing like bald like awesome dreadnok. So here he is, and they did a great job.
Oh, totally. Payne's toy samples, the detail here, you can
Oh
actually,
my
if you
god.
zoom in, his monkey, it's a one-eyed monkey, he's got an eye patch on. That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
the monkey
cool.
has a freaking eye patch. I did not notice that, Baroness. Thank you for pointing that out. That is hilarious.
Yeah, so yeah, it's funny, the dreadnoks are not fond of just like wearing a ton of clothes. So again, we have a bare-chested buck. And he looks a lot like the vintage figure. I think the only thing that is, and this
Mhm.
is true with the vintage figure too. And Dan Diego and I were talking about this for quite a bit. The legs are they're a reuse of Roadblock's legs, so
Mhm.
it's just kind of that standard like jean style buck that they use.
Yeah.
But I don't really know what else they
Mhm.
could have done with the bottom down there because there's so much detail uh, on the top.
Yeah, I mean, he's got his little knife sheath still there, and so I think they did a really great job, and just love his, leopard print vest that he has. He just looks awesome, and all his
Oh,
tattoos,
totally.
and he's rocking, crazy mutton chop mustache
Oh
also.
yeah, it's like, huh? They have the mutton chop mold, so let's do that.
Yeah, I know, right? Might as well reuse it.
Totally, yeah, and I agree with you, King Panther. If that monkey does not behave, does he get spanked? Who knows? So
Oh
we'll
my
let
gosh.
everyone else figure that one out. You, Mike, I hate his legs. Reusable, yes, totally. Yeah, we were talking about that at length, and I was like, I think Dan's obsessed with Nagahide's legs here. Come on, we're
But
talking about that for.
I had an extra roadblock, and because he had those chunky legs, he made an incredible Mr. T classified figure because I got one of those, WWE elites, and I was like, Roadblock makes a great Mr. T because he's got the chunky legs and he's got the bigger buck. So Roadblock's legs aren't always a bad thing.
No, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Mr. Daniel Heron again with the $2 super chat. Thank you. I had a Zorana joke for Nagahide. Okay, maybe we will hear that joke later if you circle back for it.
Yeah, you
But
gotta you gotta let us know what that joke is, Daniel.
yes, and I he might have sent it to me or dropped it in a comment on our YouTube community page. So, but if you can, just circle back with it because my brain
Yeah, I
is
don't
so
know.
cheap.
So Clint's asking if he's going to be the 44.99 price point. I think he's probably more in the deluxe, like 34.99 uh price.
Hmm.
Do you think, or do you think he's going to be like how much was a mutton junkyard? Is that
Mutton
45 or
Junkyard was
30?
$44.
It was. Hmm.
Yeah.
So maybe he is.
Yeah, I mean he came with a huge loadout and a huge dog, which makes sense.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's this one's got to be 44. I'm guessing if they let
Yeah.
it slide with 33, that would be great. But you're getting two animals and a regular
That's
classified
true.
series. Yeah, so I
That's
don't know.
true. So yeah, he's probably in that kind of extra price point, and I'm sure he'll be in that same large size box.
Yes, I knew we would attract a punk with toys here if we started talking about GI Joes. So
Lawrence is
happy to
here,
see you, punk.
gracing us with his presence. How's it going, Lawrence?
Yes. Super fun guy, super fun channel. Head over to a punk with toys to hear him talk about not only GI Joes but also he throws in MOTU and some other things as well. So he is not a jack of one trade. So good to see you, punk with toys. All right, let's see. Yeah, so cool loadout. Cool figure. Looking forward to that one. Who do we got next? Ooh, this guy.
Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one.
Yes.
Super excited about getting Doc. But you know, it's a funny thing, and I haven't received my Super 7 Ultimates Wave 3 yet. I'm still waiting for those, but and Doc was part of that wave. And just a question to you, Michael, and I know you haven't gotten him yet either, but because Doc was
I have.
released and like seen, oh, you have yours? Wait, what?
Yeah, remember I picked it up at the Super 7 store when I went to San Francisco.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I was gonna say I thought it got shipped to you, and I was like, wait a minute, I didn't get mine yet. That's really cool. Did it like lessen the excitement seeing him in classified form for you now that we've seen like the Ultimates version because he's already like a cool larger figure scale?
You know what, it didn't, because of just the
good.
kind of all-in, like, cartoon look that Super 7 is going with, and so I think there's a distinct, like, look and difference and feel for the classified series and the Super 7 Ultimates, but no, like, this one is cool because he's got, like, so many layers, like,
He is awesome.
in his vintage figure, he was just, like, he was tan, and so it looks like he's got some pack out. I love the splashes of color on him.
That's great.
Yeah, he's awesome.
That's awesome. I'm just curious, like, cool. You know, it's a weird world where we're mixing like these two different lines right now, and you know, the one getting kind of super classic figures early on, and then like classifieds were like waiting, like, you know, years later, we're finally getting Doc.
Yeah, totally. And I'm just
kind
of taking, like, it's funny because like we'll put the stuff up on the site and then it's like we don't circle back to it until we start talking about it with each other on these streams, and I'm like, are there hinges here where it can kind of like fold? It kind of looks like
there are hinges on his thing, because if not, then it wouldn't really fit in the box. Like the box would have to be a little bit too tall. So I think it's probably easier for them to be able to fit it in there, and then you can store it easier. So that would make sense.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I love the helmet and the chin strap too. I think that's great. The orange flare gun, because Doc does not carry weapons, y'all. Does not fire weapons. He'll fire a flare gun. Maybe he'll have to use the flare gun on Cobra. Who knows? But I think he's a pacifist.
There you go. I'm not sure. I love Doc. He's one of my favorite figures, and cannot wait for him to come out. As a matter of fact, when I do get my Super 7 versions, I will be reviewing them, both Doc and Storm Shadow, when those come in. So
oh my gosh, that's great. Yes, I'm so looking forward to you doing that. Want to give a huge shout out to Mr. Home Arcade for gifting 10 more Toy Habits memberships to people. So we have 10 more instant crew members. That's so nice. Jeez.
Oh my god, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much.
That is so awesome.
That happened the last time we were on too, and we got a big influx of crew. So really appreciate that. That's so nice of you. So nice.
That is awesome.
All right. Glasses on Doc. What do you think? Removable or not?
I mean, they've been making all the sunglasses removable, so I'm gonna assume yes. And it would be cool if they're removable. I just wish that they find a way to make the sunglasses maybe a little bit more rigid or something, so that they stay on a little better. I just keep going back to the one for Buzzer, because they just like flop right off his face, because they're probably a little too soft. Plastic.
Yeah, nobody likes it soft. If they played, you know,
no, absolutely.
You get that. I know there's like a second delay from like when I talk, but if they fit like the digital renders, like that would be great, right? So like the Baroness, not the Baroness of toys, like there's slits in the Baroness's toys, not the slit in the Baroness's head sculpt that makes the glasses fit in, but that kind of ruins the look of the figure when you take them off. And so I guess if they did make that, they need to make these less gummy so they stay on, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Or I mean, I don't know if maybe they can do something like maybe the ears can come out just like a tiny little bit more, maybe put something where it can like kind of click behind them a little bit, like a small little peg, so it's not like an obvious peg hole. Or I'm sure there's got to be a way to help secure them a little bit better. you know. And Giraffe with the $5 super chat. Thanks, Giraffe. Doc likes saving lives, but loves taking them. His file card says. I think maybe Punk might know for sure.
Yeah. If you do know that, I doubt it. He loves taking notes.
You do not have holes in the side of your head for your sunglasses. That is only the figure.
Yes, only holes for your ears so you can hear. So there we go.
Exactly.
Dan Diego is reminding people to hit that like button. Yes, please. It just tells YouTube that we're doing a good job. You like our stuff and you want more people to see it. So thank you, Mr. Dan Diego.
And Allison with the innuendo is what you say.
Yes. Awesome. All right. Who we got up next? Night Creeper. There were prototype parts, and actually for Naugahyde too, that were discovered on the net back in late 2023. And this Night Viper looks really cool. I'm not a huge fan of ninjas in general, but I do like this one.
Yeah, he looks cool. I like his gray and purpley camo. That's really neat looking on him, and he's going to be a really fun figure. I actually have been slowly divesting of my ninjas, even though I bought a couple of them. I kind of, I was like, I don't know why. I was like, yeah, and kind of turned sour on him a little bit. But this one's going to be a really cool figure.
Yeah.
Want to circle back? Crazy swords.
Oh, he totally does. They totally remind me of the vintage swords that he came with too. Randall, what is up? Friend on Instagram who likes to send some DC news every once in a while, which is great. Let's see. I think Ripper and Doc will be glued on this time. Besides, Doc did a shoot. Okay, all right. He did shoot a rifle in the mass device. All right. He is also keeping us honest too, so which is great. Let's see. Stanley's Toy Channel so it looks like Night Creeper was a win, one of his favorite reveals. The swords look cool. I like the throwing star hands, which is neat. There's like an open shop hand. Cool. Yeah, so it's a very vintagey looking figure with a very interesting alternate head. Probably guessing what the $34 one with this one, or does it not come with too many things for that? Does an extra head?
It might be the regular price, but it has an alternate head and alternate hands. I think did they reuse those from the Fortnite Snake Eyes figure that had like the little hand throw?
Question. Yeah, they might have. I wouldn't put it past them.
I think they did. So, but it's a neat pack in for them.
Oh, totally. Yes, Toss Lifeline was a pacifist. All right, so I am remembering correctly. Michael says that hood looks removable.
That's another one we need. We need Lifeline.
Oh, right. Oh my gosh. Yeah, one of my faves too. We definitely need that. It's funny. Like usually it's like we have the perspectives of like when these figures we first saw them or when they came into our lives as a kid, and Mr. Unique reminds us that Night Creeper was his Storm Shadow stand-in as a kid. So that's awesome. It's very cool.
That's awesome.
Very cool. Next we have another ninja. We have Jinx. What are your thoughts on Jinx here?
I mean, she looks cool. I like her, I guess wrapped head, which looks like the classic figure, and it's neat to see what she looks like without the face mask or whatever on. She's fine. Comes with some cool swords. They look like they're a couple little reused parts, but that new kind of bow staffy one looks like it's new. And it's neat that they're actually packing in alternate hands now with the figures.
I think that's great. Yeah, she definitely needs some clutching hands. I was kind of mad on the Jinx. The weapons are from they're inspired by the GI Joe movie, and so they're I don't know. Aside from the scarfed head, like I would have loved just the kind of the the gi to be have sleeves too, kind of like her vintage, but it'd be a lot of red. So I understand why they did that.
Yeah, she's okay. She's okay.
But on the contrary, Punk with Toys was his favorite that they showed off. And I love this because like every figure is personal to people. And it's like, it could be someone's favorite, it could be someone's meh, and we can all talk about it in the same way and appreciate like it's all in the details, whether you like a figure or not, right? Like I'm sure these tattoos are going to be amazing. Yeah, and I think I share your sentiment too. Like it's cool to see what's behind the mask.
Absolutely. I love when they do that because you know, we don't always get to see you know, these characters in a brand new toy form with a, you know, an unmasked face. So
yes, Clint, Rachel Maddow did have to give her approval on the face and the hair sculpt. Yes. So Padre,
I never even noticed that it does look like this.
I know you can't unsee that now, right? Padre Costanero, she
No, I
needs her
can't.
sleep.
And I do watch Rachel quite a bit, so
That's funny.
no, I can't unsee that.
Yes. All right. Wait, we cannot we cannot like something and still talk about it respectfully. People that like it. We can. But yeah, Ryan, I do agree. Yes, the classified series has gotten so good. Who do we have left here? So actually the this is going to be the wave that's coming out in August. It's going to be Torch, Doc, Jinx, and Night Creeper, and it leaves Noghide
for like the deluxe.
Yeah. So I think I think the like the Night Creeper should be regular price. This Noghide is going to be either one of the deluxe tiers. It could be the $34.99 tier, but we do have a couple repaints of the Tiger Force coming in, and we don't need another roadblock, but we had to get him in Tiger Force deco because he was part of the Tiger Force.
Yeah, but he does look cool in those Tiger Force pants. I really like him.
He does. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I just noticed he has the word chef on his backpack. But I think the tripwire looks amazing. It was a brilliant move. It was a brilliant move for Hasbro to pack this as a 2-pack because nobody's going to buy, I think, a single roadblock figure, or they would have more of a chance selling more roadblocks if they packed it with tripwire, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Yeah, because everyone's going to want to get a Tiger Force tripwire because he looks so cool. But yeah, I think it was a brilliant move for them to pack them together. And I can't wait to see what the box art for this looks like. I love the little like the tiger shark graphic there on his little drone bot. That is awesome.
Oh yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, the little details that they weave in here, and this actually like I like the deco on Tripwire because like you know he's his former like first releases, it's just very green. And, like there's not a lot of differentiation. So I feel like all this, the tiger and the browns really bring out the details in the figure.
Oh my gosh. My Tripwire looks like he's wearing his underwear on the outside. This country gentleman.
I was gonna make a comment on that, but I wasn't sure. Like, I know. I was like, huh? He does.
No rat.
Oh my gosh, yeah, you're right. Where is the
you're
rat?
Right.
Yeah, no they're like, okay, we have to paint.
He scurried off.
Yeah, he scurried off. They you know what they should have had is like maybe a little tiger would have been cute to pack with him. He's Tiger Force. Come on.
Oh yeah, that would have been so cool.
It's a picture of Tripwire's first day at school. Uncle Roadblock taking him, so cute. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Like, I think I've seen like people say like this is like the Chris Evans of the GI Joe classified series because his head looks like Chris Evans. But it's so funny, like the difference in scale from Roadblock and Tripwire is funny because their feet are on the same plane. Roadblock's a goofy boy.
I know, he's like freaking towers over him.
Yeah, I agree. is it MIS1 or MLS1? I smell a shelf warmer on this one. So I think so too. Like a lot of the Tiger Force stuff is just sitting around in Targets, and these are good. They're going to be a Target exclusive because all the Target exclusives have been Tiger Force. So I don't think there's going to be people knocking down the doors to get these two, especially if it's another roadblock. So
yeah. Should be an easy pickup. And are you gonna buy this one right away, or are you gonna wait for it to go on clearance? What's your thoughts?
I think I might wait to go on clearance for this one, as much as I do love the Tiger Force. History repeats itself, right? And so I was in love with the Python Patrol Trouble Bubbles, right? And so I bought 6 of them, but then I see them shelf warming at Target, so I just returned them because they're gonna go on clearance at some point, and I just can't be spending that much money on that many Trouble Bubbles. So it's a lot.
Exactly. I actually bought 2 to start with, and then the neck peg broke off my figure, so I ended up returning it. And I'm like, well, why am I going to get another one? Let me just wait till they go on clearance until I get a second Trouble Bubble. So that's what I'm going to do.
All right. One other thing that could possibly go up for pre-order is the SMS. So we could be seeing some really cool things go up for pre-order. And I think we've talked about this one quite a bit, but who knows if there's going to be a fan stream announced. There has to be a fan stream if they're going to be dropping all this product. So yeah, we usually get like a week notice on something like that too. So
and this one I think was popping up on some international websites already for pre-order, if I'm not mistaken. I forget which site it was, but
oh right, somebody has the vamp that I saw some in-hand images of, but I haven't seen the SMS. So yeah, I can't. Yeah, we'll probably see like in-hand images of this stuff before it hits the States, but I can't wait to see it in like actual plastic. Yes.
So we know the pre-order for this is coming pretty soon.
Yes, totally. All right. And then all right, so that closes out the GI Joe classified series segment. So possible pre-orders on the 29th, and possible digital render reveals, because there still is a lot of name only reveals on this list, even though Hasbro just knocked off like 5 or 6 of them in one swoop on GI Joe Day. So
oh my god, I know. But there was a lot of other really cool name only reveals and other things that could pop up in terms of pre-orders. I mean, you got it there. There's like the Ferret, Leatherneck, Alpine, so many. Oh, any of the Iron Grenadier stuff, like that would be really cool. So there's a lot.
That would be awesome.
So there's a lot.
That would be great. Yeah, and it's funny. Scotty, no 3 3/4 inch whale. Let's see if this loads. Okay, so
there you go.
Not breaking news, but Super7 is taking over the O-ring figures, at least for Hasbro for the time being. And Big Bad Toy Store, I think, made an oopsie when they published their listings. When was this? On the 31st of January, which was not that long ago.
A few days back.
Yeah, so it looks like the first wave is going to be this cartoon Cobra Commander, the comic blue bat. If you know the SDCC, what is it, 2022 exclusive or 23? I can't remember. They had a blue bat in the Ultimates line, a comic book Snake Eyes, and a blonde cover girl, which is I think a lot of people are excited about that one.
Yeah. So this is going to be the first wave. The listings have been taken down since, but we did get screenshots of all of them, and they're going to be really cool. I can't wait to see what these Super7 O-ring figures look like. They're all going to be, either comic or Sunbow inspired, so they're going to have like those really nice, like bright colors. Similar in the vein of the reaction figures that has kind of like a really neat cartoon aesthetic. So I can't wait to see them, and in freaking O-ring form. And Baroness says that she pre-ordered all of the O-rings and they're still in her account before they got pulled off.
That's awesome. That's I forget which pre-order that happened with mine. I think it was it was the 40th anniversary He-Man that Big Bad Toy Store put up for pre-order, and then it was like gone the next day, but I'd pre-ordered it, but it was still in your account. So it's like at least they're honoring that part of it, which is great, and just not canceling them like Walmart. But so cool, Baroness. That's very awesome. You should send us a screenshot of your of that. That would be awesome. Punk, thank God they have Snake Eyes and Cobra Commander in the first wave. LOL. I know, right? It's what they did this with the Ultimates line too. It's like Cobra Commander and Snake Eyes are the ones that come out of the gate. I'm actually glad that they're doing a bat first, and it's going to be cool because I loved army building the 86 bats when they were cheap in the early 2000s. I'm not going to be doing that now, but I would love to army build them.
Yeah, but the blue version is going to be really cool to get.
Yeah, I think. Oh yeah, like I have to like wade through all the crap on my desk to get this guy, but yeah, the blue troopers that are from the Super 7 Ultimates were neat, so I like those.
Yeah, yeah, so that's going to be really cool to get a little over.
Yeah, the wallet's definitely going to be on life support. You know, these are $20 a pop, which I understand. Not too bad. I mean, it's not terrible for what you're getting. I'm sure the art's going to be cool.
I mean, I'd rather pay the $20 for an O-ring figure than the $20 I would pay for the reaction figures. Because I'm a sucker for the cute ones. I still buy them. I'm like, I've been cherry picking them more lately, but you know, it makes me feel kind of like they're expensive. But an O-ring figure for $20 all day long, I'd feel totally fine with it.
Yeah. That's fun. How many will you get? I'll probably get 6, to be honest. I'm not going to go like super nutty crazy with the army building.
Is that like a Michael's dozen, sort of like a baker's dozen?
Yeah,
half?
That's funny. Yes, it's the Michael's dozen is 6. 6 trouble bubbles, 6 bats. Doesn't matter what it is. But yeah, super excited about that. I'm curious to know your thoughts on this. It Hasbro is probably still going to continue. They're continuing their GI Joe Transformers crossovers, and so we get those vintage kind of. I would just like the classic Joes that we grew up with from like 82 to 86 or 82 to 89, depending on how old you are. I'm wondering if Super 7 is going to do any of the O-ring figures in that kind of vintage look instead of like going in on the comic look or the cartoon. So I'm curious to know.
I doubt it. I think part of their deal, and I don't know any of the obviously official anything about it, but what I've heard is that they were given the green light to do things that were Sunbow and comic book inspired or that have never been made before, probably to help give Hasbro still that lane to produce the ones that they want to. And in terms of them making them, Hasbro's going to be packing them in with the Transformers because they know it'll sell, and it's probably expensive for them to make them, and they want to, be able to move a lot of them. So I think that's the only way right now we're going to be getting O-ring figures from Hasbro. So I don't think that Super 7 is going to make any of those classic figures in the like vintage style. They might make a lot of the classic figures, but more of their cartoon renditions.
Yeah, that's true.
My take.
I like your take. You got a good head on your shoulders. Yeah, and so it's interesting because like I think when they announced these, and I had in my mind, I was like, classic GI Joes again, and then I was like, oh wait, at Super 7 they're going to do cartoon and comics. I might just only get the bat for this wave, actually, depending on how CoverGirl turns out too. I might get her too, but I might pass on the Snake Eyes and the Cobra Commander.
There you go. I mean, I am a sucker for Coco, so I'm going to get him. I have way too many Snake Eyes figures, so I might just pass on that one. But Windblade, to answer your question, do you think we'll get Super 7 will do vehicles? The answer is yes.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. We came across some information, and also it's Chad also came across similar information too. So I think we can count on that.
We know it's coming down.
Air and land vehicles. I really hope they do either crowdfund projects, focus on some of the more of the stuff that was not produced by Hasbro in the 80s too, right? So like not that this would be a crowdfund, but like a mass device would be cool, or like some of the kooky like flying planes that Cobra would have on the show. There's a lot of stuff that they could do.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff, and Brian Flynn is so good at like kind of lasering in on like those really unique moments in the cartoon series, and coming up with awesome little sets and things like that go along with it. So I'm sure we're gonna get a lot of those.
I'm excited to see like what these actually just look like, and I'm sure we're going to get the digital renders about a year in advance for when we get the actual product.
But actually, Michael, these I think are going to come out a lot faster. The first wave is scheduled to come out in the fall. We already know that. I know Brian Flynn confirmed that. But if it makes you feel any better, they've been cranking out like the reaction figures super quickly. Because they're a smaller scale, they're a little bit easier to make. So I think the O-ring figures are going to probably come out in a similar cadence, and we're not going to have to wait as long as we do for like Ultimates. So don't you worry.
Okay, my anxiety is all the way down, and I can just ask Brian if I see him at the Alameda Point Antique Fair. So that was actually supposed to be today.
Brian, if you're watching,
it was supposed to be today, but it's pouring rain, so they moved it to this coming weekend. Or next week.
Okay. Well, if you run into him next weekend, say, hey, why don't you come on the show and chat about GI Joe O-ring with us?
Totally. It hurts when I run into people, but it's so much fun. All right. More Super 7 news. We got a all ladies pre-order for Wave 6, which is super interesting. They're kind of going in on the all Geek wave, and it's funny because when I thought of this, I was like, they usually put out 4 figures, right? And you thought the same, and the tease was like, okay, these something about like it's ladies' night or something. That's like girls just want to have fun.
I was getting like Charlie's Angels vibes. The 3 women.
Wave 6 looks great. And I think the only thing that I'm going to get from this one is the Baroness. I'm not like, I don't need a Scarlet and another Lady J, but I say that now, but I'm like, the completest in me is probably going to get them.
If they go on clearance or next Christmas when they're probably like $20, that you'll probably end up ordering them, right?
You know what? Yeah, that's right. I always forget that these things go on discount in December. So All Music Fan 88 loves the colors on the colors are great. And I think they also come with like kind of Geek inspired accessories too. And so I might change my tune. Like I do like the color scheme of the purple and yellow. So I'm gonna like probably change my mind.
I absolutely love the blue version of the Baroness. I do have her reaction figure. I haven't pre-ordered this yet, but I might end up just waiting until they actually come in stock and then just ordering her.
Yes, Allison, these are amazing repaints, and it's so funny because when this came out, I was like, okay, I remember this from the cartoon, and I'm like trying to place it, and I was like, oh, it was a Geek cartoon that came out after the Sunbow cartoon. But I mean, who doesn't need a Baroness with a face mask, a skull, and antlers, right? Come on.
Oh my god, and a pet cobra, of course, and of course the Baroness of Toys. You are so getting it because she loves this colorway.
She has to get
every version of the Baroness.
It's so funny because that pet cobra is Cobra Commander. So it's like, wow, so funny.
I know.
It's funny because I was like, it has to come with that Cobra Commander. And it's funny because when the tease came out, I was like, oh, we might get Cobra Commander snake form like in the Geek cartoon. Like
I was gonna say, do you think they'll go there? They'll probably get one eventually.
I hope so, because that would be a great
Mhm.
follow-on to this wave, because if you kind of make you need another Cobra Commander,
Yeah.
but it's not going to be the same looking Cobra Commander repaint. It's going to be his like snake form, which is cool. So yeah, I would love
Mhm.
for them to go there.
Yeah, that would be really awesome. And did you pick up the Red Baroness, the Red Knock? I do have her. I haven't opened her yet. Yes, you did actually. Why am I even asking that question?
I know.
Because
I
where
was
did you
gonna
get it
say
from?
you
I'm
gave
like,
that
I
to me.
had a brain fart for a second. I'm like, wait, I'm the one who sent it to you for Hanukkah present.
That's hilarious. Yes, I do have
Good
it.
for
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah,
I
you're
appreciate it.
welcome. Yeah,
Yes,
no problem.
yeah,
Oh my god,
it
my
does
brain
remind
is
me of the Baroness of Toys. So
absolutely.
so cool.
The red one is cool, Baroness. You need to get her.
Yes, yeah. Um, she has all colors. Yeah, another Lady J
No, this
repaint.
Lady Jane's like okay.
That's cool.
She's yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of this one? I'm just like,
Um,
eh.
yeah, I'm like, okay, discount.
Mhm.
I'm good.
Yeah, discount Lady J.
Yeah. I think because like the ones that I grew up with are the ones in that Sunbow
Mm,
cartoon, so that color scheme, and
yeah,
so it's like I can
yeah,
appreciate what they're trying to do here, and just kind
yeah,
of reuse the molds and like kind of put in some special accessories. But uh, I I do
yeah,
like the vintage kind of Sunbow looking ones too.
yeah.
Um,
Absolutely.
Clint, aren't these Lady Jays all have the same face expression? Kinda. I mean, they're a little bit different. There's
It's slightly different.
slightly open mouth,
Barely.
closed mouth, walkie-talkie mouth.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, they're slight, but they're there.
Very, very soon.
Martina
Yeah.
McBride in green. That's funny. Um, yes, Punk. I think you're probably share a sentiment with a lot of people. Just can't. Just the ultimate so overpriced and such bad articulation. So, yeah. Again, collecting is personal, and it's actually hard when you have a $50 price point on a figure and you're collecting multiple lines to be like, okay, yeah,
So
it's
cool.
rough.
Of course, yes, they have all the reaction Baronesses and also chewing bubblegum. I can't unsee that because now it does look like Ripley from Alien.
That's awesome. Yeah. So
Oh
we
my
got the
god.
ladies wave coming,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's funny, like there's so many
Mhm.
characters that can be made for GI Joe. Did we need 3 repaints this soon in the line? um,
No,
I don't know what that
no, we
signals, or if
absolutely didn't.
like, yeah, it's probably funding further figures, so
It's
I'm
kind of
happy
a
about
bummer.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. um
Yeah, I mean,
cool.
I want so many other characters in this line for Ultimates. I mean, we haven't gotten Shipwreck, we haven't gotten Lifeline, we haven't gotten
Right.
Stock was coming. I mean, there's so many other like mainline characters that we haven't gotten yet. To get a
Yeah,
whole wave of repaints is a little bit of a bummer. I mean, not that they're
yeah.
not cool, but yeah.
Jamie Vaughn, at
You
least we can now
gotta make
fix the
it fun.
previous Lady J's head with one of these. That's true. Okay.
Oh
uh
yeah,
yeah.
because it'll be painted.
Yes.
That's so true. Damn, now I'm gonna
Yes.
have to get one of these so I can reuse her head. I'll wait till it goes on clearance though.
Totally, totally.
Then I won't feel so
All
bad.
right. Yeah, totally.
Ah,
Yeah, there's
see, the Baroness
a
just
couple.
ruined it for me. The skin tone will be different.
Oh
Thanks,
my gosh, that's
Baroness.
right.
Dang, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh my
Allison
god.
Troy is just she has so much deep knowledge about even how many versions of Shipwreck too. We need 9 different shipwrecks from this line. So maybe Shipwreck can be the snake eyes of this line. Who knows?
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
yes, Michael, you did miss the classified series talk. So drop your favorite figure that you had from the classified series reveals on GI Joe Day here. So we'll circle back to
Yeah,
your comment, but you're
yeah, we can
you're
talk
never
about
too
that.
late. You can also watch it on replay as well. Um,
Yeah.
cool. All right. Yeah, more news. We got the DC stuff coming in, which
Wait.
was a surprise.
Well, it wasn't. I mean, it was a surprise that it dropped all at once. We did cover this leak list, I think, like about a month ago, and these were all the versions that I dug up when I found the descriptions of the figures. And it's incredible that somebody found Brainiac's skull ship, the gray version, in Walmart last week, and then all of a sudden, 2 or 3 days later, McFarlane drops the whole wave for pre-order. So if you don't know, going left to right, we have Sinestro in his Corp World Wars version, Gold Superman, which is an homage to the DC Classics version of Gold Superman that came out for Superman's 40th anniversary. There's first appearance Brainiac in the green skin toned look. That's from the comic book. Batman Magda, I guess, and then there's Blue Beetle, which is pretty cool. And then, of course, going back, which I missed, Kilowog, which is the one in the Green Lantern outfit. And that's a brand new buck because he's a big honking figure. But we got 3, count them, 3 vehicles in this wave. One of them's kind of a repaint, but they did do Brainiac's skull ship, which is in gray. That's going to be a retail release. And then there's a gold label version that came out only in from McFarlane's website. That's kind of in that green and purpley color, and it's got a different version of Brainiac that's also from the comic book. He's got like a little goatee and a cape, which is really cool to see him that way. And then, of course, we have Blue Beetle's Bug, which is an awesome new vehicle. It's huge. I don't know if you've seen. There's a video, Michael, that that Todd McFarlane put out, and he's like showing this stuff off. And like the thing is huge. It's like about yay big. The wings open up so you can fit 2 figures sitting inside the cockpit, and it's got space in the back for more. It's gonna be like a really, really big vehicle, and it has a little grappling hook on the bottom, I think, that you can hang the Beetle off of. Gold Superman, I think, is a McFarlane exclusive, if I'm not mistaken. I have to circle back and see if he was available on any of the other websites. So I think Gold Superman was only from McFarlane. And this whole wave came out together with that gold label, skull ship and everything all at once on McFarlane's website, and then it sold out in like half an hour. Luckily, I did pre-order one of the whole wave. So I got all these guys coming.
That's awesome. Yeah, I can sense a punk with toys as sarcasm in this comment, so I'll just leave it at that. That's funny. It's funny.
I mean, that's what he does.
I've only come across one vehicle that was not announced yet, and this was, I think it was back in 2022. I was walking into Walmart just on I was actually coming home from work when this happened, and so I stopped off at the Walmarts, and I was walking down the aisle, and I saw like, okay, they have the retro Hiss tank there. I'm like, okay, I have that. And then I like took 10 steps, and I was like, wait, this Hiss tank is blue, the one I have is black. And so somebody from this back room put this out when this had not even been announced yet. So I like reviewed it on I think it's our most like watched video right now. It's like 14,000 views on that thing. But it's funny to come across this stuff in the store, and you're like, wait, this hasn't been announced yet.
Wait a minute, where'd this come from? Yeah, I know. And it's hard because a lot of the Walmarts still have like old waves that they just have not been getting any of these new figures. But didn't you come across like wave 6 like yesterday? What store were you in?
Oh, that was at a GameStop. That was at a GameStop at my mall.
Oh. Oh, wow. I didn't even know GameStop had these figures. That's incredible.
I didn't either.
I just barely got my hands on that wave. Yeah.
Cool. I don't know what Randall is referring to here. I don't have the context. He's in the 6-pack on Entertainment Earth. The exclusive Brainiac is from, he's telling me where they're coming from. Okay. The Panic in the Sky storyline. One of the pics shows the booster gold. Got it. Okay, cool. Awesome.
Yes. So just circling back on what Randall said. Sorry, go ahead. Just circling back on what Randall said. The gold label exclusive of Brainiac in that purple and green skull ship is from Panic in the Sky. It's a comic book storyline. Thank you for being more specific. And there's another character called Booster Gold that I guess is pictured sitting in the back of the bug on the photos of the back of the box. So I guess maybe that's like a oopsie, and maybe it's a figure that's coming out in a later way. I'm not quite familiar with Booster Gold, but I guess he's just another DC character that popped up in the picture. So there you go.
Those are always fun. That's awesome. Yeah, I definitely know you, Punk. Yeah. Well, cool. I think the only thing that we have left to cover is just more WWE Superstars leaks. And Walmart is notorious for this. So they put in the figures in their database. The figures that don't have images, they get populated on the website and are searchable if you know where to find them. And so looks like Series 10, we just got the official images of Series 9 with like Kane and the British Bulldog, and also that Muhammad Ali figure that we found as well that was never announced. But very cool. The Big Boss Man, which I'm a huge fan of, like rest in peace. He's one of those wrestlers that is not with us anymore. Reuse of that Chunky Buck. We got Kurt Angle. Great, Olympic gold medalist and also WWE superstar. And then Tatanka bringing like the first Native American to the Superstars line as well. So it's a very variety. The variety is awesome. Coming through on this line. So it's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah, I'm also glad that they're also continuing this line too, because I was worried because like they used to have 4 figures in a wave and then they dropped it down to 3, and I was like, whoa, what are they doing? But it looks like they're going to be continuing for a while. So oh jeez, Kurt Angle. I'm with a pizza commercial. Yes. No, one of my favorite things that he did in the WWE was drive the milk truck down, and he sprayed milk all over like The Rock, and I think it was Vince McMahon. I forget if it was the Alliance or from messing that up when Stone Cold drove the beer truck into Raw and sprayed everybody with beer. He was kind of like Kurt Angle was mimicking that scene, so that was fun.
Oh, funny.
Yes. Yeah, so when we pin down the official images, I'm sure we will share them with you. But for now, I mean, this is what the wrestlers look like. So just imagine them in like a chunky buck or a MOTU, a big muscly buck.
That'd be really cool. I can't wait to see Big Boss Man's entrance attire in his little like fleece outfit. So that'd be pretty cool.
I'd love that. I saw the Big Boss Man live in San Francisco when he was with Akeem when they were the Twin Towers. It was fun back in the day.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yes, and it's true. It's damn true. Kurt Angle is from Pittsburgh, so you know he's tough. I loved his saying. It's true. It's damn true. I love too his entrance music had a cadence, and the whole crowd would on dun dun. He had that in his music, and the whole crowd would be like, "You suck," because like Kurt Angle's character was just like, I'm the best, I'm a gold medalist, and he was like always pushing himself as like better than everybody else. It was fun.
Oh man.
That is fun. So yeah, I mean it was fantastic to be back with everybody, and apologies for skipping last weekend, but we were both not in great shape last weekend. So
no, I was under the weather. You were under the weather. So
yeah, would have been a literal S show.
Yeah, like literally.
Yes, as you know. But yes, it was fun to hang out, and yeah, like I said, after we conclude the stream, we're gonna jump on Discord and hang out with addicts that pop on into the hot tub channel. Which is fun, but man, Toy News kept us on our toes last week, and I really hope this week is just maybe one thing a day is good. Please.
Yeah, that would be good. It's gonna be a hard week with the rainstorm and everything, and dealing with the commute and all that stuff. So I hope the news is kind to us. And
Yeah.
and I do have an article to write up tonight as well, because I
Ooh,
got
yeah.
those awesome pictures that Johnny sent us of Eternia. So gonna
Yes.
work on that before going to bed.
Oh, right. And it's like, it's funny. I don't follow football whatsoever, but apparently it's Super Bowl Sunday, this coming weekend. And so I don't know if
Oh,
people are going to be watching the
oops.
game or whatever. It's so funny because like
Oh yeah.
I never know when these games are coming up. And there was one time when we were like in California, they were switching over from incandescent bulbs to LEDs. And so I'd bought all of these LED bulbs from Costco, and it was on a Super Bowl Sunday. So instead of Super Bowl Sunday for me, it was Super Bulb Sunday. So anyway.
There you go. That's great.
But
awesome. Well, I guess
yeah.
we're going to see all of the addicts afterward in our hot tub. So get your suits on and get ready to jump in.
Yay. That's awesome. Yeah, and thank you everyone for joining us. It's always fun to chat about all of these amazing stuff, and there's always so much news that we can cover. So we cover this ad nauseum on our website. So just go over to www.toyhabits.com and you can check out more than just the stuff that we talk about here.
Absolutely, and hopefully by next weekend, I hope to be back in my space and making some progress on the toy room setup.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. You should take like I'm sure you're taking in progress pictures. Yeah, we would love to show the process and the completed as well. So
absolutely, yeah.
awesome. Well,
It
we
was
will
a
see
lot of shelves.
Yes. I don't know if we're gonna see everybody next weekend because they might be away watching the Super Bowl, so they might be cheating on us, which is fine. But we'll talk to whoever is hanging out here. So.
Yeah. That'll be fun. Absolutely. Cool. All right, everybody, have a great week. And you never know when you're gonna see us, but always stay tuned to toyhabits.com because we get the news updated for you on a daily basis. All right. So night, everybody.
All right. Good night, y'all.